What's up, everybody? I am Ted, and I'm with
Manuel.
doing a nerd nonsense with Manuel again. I think this is the second one, right? Even though this was all your
Yeah, it's one
idea.
of the. What do you mean it was my idea?
Yeah, you came up with the idea, and not. Oh, you came up with the
I
name.
came up. I came up with the title, dude. I
Yes,
didn't come up
that's
with anything.
everything, bro. That's like fucking Stan Lee and that Kirby dude from Spider-Man. Anyway, so it's. I think the last time we talked, did nerd nonsense together, we were talking about cartoons as well, right?
Oh yeah, we were. Oh, this is
Yeah.
perfect.
Yeah, so now we're gonna talk about more cartoons. I did a nerd nonsense by myself about the upcoming stuff like Rocko's Modern Life, Static Cling, and then Invader Zim. So me and Manuel watched it, so we're gonna do a review with you guys and talk about it. How fun! So can I put us in a match or?
Yeah, go ahead and put us in the
All
match.
right, let's go. So I
All
say we
right.
talk about the shorter one. So we'll talk about Rocko's Modern Life.
Rock Modern Life.
So
Yeah, I
what were you
actually
think?
did like it.
Yeah, it wasn't that bad.
It was really cool. I liked because it felt like it was just like it flowed really well with
It was.
like the old show.
Yeah, cause cause I when I first mentioned it, like I forgot. Like I mean, I know it's called Rocko's Modern Life, but I forgot like the whole because it's been a while since I seen it, obviously. But I forgot it
Yeah,
was really
I
about
only remember. Yeah, it was about him being like an adult and like
yeah, in
doing
a
stuff.
modern life. So like don't really I didn't never really remember the end of it, them being shot into the
Dude,
space with
I
the
didn't know
fucking
that either. I didn't know
yeah.
that's how it was gonna start.
Yeah, until like I had a research after, I was like, is that really how it ended? Yeah, I watched a documentary of
Yeah,
it. Yeah, so so it makes sense that it's gonna be a modern life now, and
yeah.
so and it did it
Like
pretty well. They had like the
20 years
Starbucks
later,
thing. They had like a Starbucks reference in there with like the
like a
coffee
Monster
shops.
Energy drink, like
Yeah,
turned you into a monster.
yeah. So it was pretty fucking funny. But yeah, I thought it did
Yeah,
pretty. I thought Rock was, and then what made it even better is that the voices and the voice actors were there. You know what I mean?
yeah,
Because that's what made it even more. Just hearing him scream all the time is just like I just was glad it was him, not anyone else. But but yeah. So the whole like thing about the static clean is like what that he came back and is mad
so
that his show wasn't there. The
well,
fatheads.
so yeah, so that's like the main driving point of the plot. But like the overall like message is that like everybody feels overwhelmed by like how much change has happened. Like Rocco, of course, because
He's always
he had been
fucking.
gone this whole time, and he was like he's literally a relic of the '90s,
Yeah, he
which is
is.
which is which is funny because like that's just kind of what the cartoon is for people. It's like a relic of the '90s,
Hmm.
and so and it's just pretty much him trying to like find like a grasp, and for him it's the cartoon. That's like he's like yeah, if I could just have the cartoon that I used to love back, then I can like chill out and like it won't freak me out as much.
Yeah, and then it also tackles what I talked about when I did the video about it in the first place. Is that like I feel like a lot of a lot of like fucking cartoon places want to reboot, like not reboot, but like bring back what was good about the golden age. Like Powerpuff Girls did
Yeah,
it, and like there's a lot of stuff who do it, but I feel like they're kind of scared because they're like, what happened? So how are we gonna tackle that in modern day? Like what issues did we have back then? To fit into the bigger scheme of things. And Rocco's Modern Life, Static Clean, whole idea of it is like everything's gonna change. Like nothing's gonna be the same. So I felt like that was like the story it's trying to tell. Like if you want Rocco's Modern Life back, it's not gonna be the same Rocco's Modern Life. Even though it feels like it, there's gonna be a few changes that that you can't
yeah,
get around because that's how life is. There's always going to be
yeah.
some kind of
Because
change.
they touched on that the fact that even though it was the original creators, they got the original creator back for it to make his show. That like I was like, oh, but the original creator's different now. You know, and that was cool too that they made her like they made a trans. Like that was a cool thing.
Yeah, yeah,
That was like really out of left field. I did not expect from Rocco.
yeah. I
To
didn't
be
either.
honest, like
I thought he was gonna say like he's married or something, or I thought he was gonna say like he married a guy or something, but that was still cool too. I was like, oh okay. Some people are actually upset about that, but I'm just like, bro, that's like, modern life now. It's like modern now. Like that's what's happening in the world. You can't be upset about it.
Like, yeah, and like it was cool that they like tackled the fact that, you know, like, oh, the dad was upset by it because, you know, he was just old and he didn't understand that.
Yeah, and that's what's going on nowadays. Like everyone's just like old and like, you know, if you don't like it, then keep it to yourself. But you know, don't just go out and hate someone for it.
Yeah.
I really liked how the animation looked for it, because it was like it still stayed true to how it was, but like, you know, it just had like better, updated graphics, I guess you could say. Animation.
Yeah, it looked cleaner.
Yeah, it looked cleaner because I watched a documentary of it, and no, I didn't watch a documentary. I watched a review for it, and the guy I watched the review for it, he actually did an interview with the creator of Rocko's Modern Life a long time ago, right?
Yeah.
And they were showing clips from the old Rocko's Modern Life. I'm like, oh my god, like that's how it looked. I really don't remember it looking like that. Like how, like, you know, just the art style of it. Like I really don't remember it looking like that. And then that's when I found out the voice of the son, from the Fatheads was not the Fatheads, the Big Heads. Sorry, was the creator. I didn't know that at all.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Well, because that's like his self-insert character, I'm sure.
Yeah. That's basically who he wants, yeah. So that was pretty cool. What else?
And, yeah, so, like, I just enjoyed it overall. Like, because it was a special, it's not like a reboot, you know what I mean? It was like a one-time thing, I'm sure.
Yeah,
like, I hope it is. I hope it ends there.
Yeah,
I know Netflix likes to do that kind of stuff and then cancel it anyway, you know.
Yeah, and... But, yeah, I talked to my friend, because my friend, like I mentioned before, that my friend Pablo, he really, likes Rocko Modern Life, and when he told me about it, he was all excited for it, so I finally watched it, and I was like, hey, did you watch it? He was like, yeah, it was alright, I thought it was gonna be like a whole show. I was like, bro, what? Like, they basically tackled everything, like that was like modern, like, what is it gonna talk about, elections, and fucking emails, and fucking Russia? Like, you know, what the fuck? Like, what else are they gonna talk about? They talked about like the biggest things that's impacting like the culture, not impacting, but you know, like, you know, that's going on in the culture.
Because they
even did like they even did like movies, like the DC movies, like they had that fucking the big nipple dude or whatever the fuck his name.
Yeah, and they had him as a serious, like edgy Batman type.
Yeah. So they even tackled that. And they tackled all like the iPhones, how they always come out like every other day, or like the same things for the Galaxies. You know, they just bought like a 20 and like 21 came out, or whatever number they were fucking on.
They were like 8, 9, and 10. They're like, oh, I got the 8, oh, I got the 9, and then the guy comes out and puts the sticker out for the 10. And
yeah.
Like, oh my god.
And I just want to know where they get the fucking money for that. Weren't they in space? Like, I was like, bro, these guys are loaded. They don't give a shit. They don't know what the fuck loans are, bro. They just took it.
Yeah.
I really like the part where I think I forgot how, but Rocko got flung somewhere, and it flung him to like how the intro for the old show used to be, but it said reboot, and it was just like a redid thing, but like modern stuff. Like you know what I'm talking about, like for the intro, and the TV fell on him.
And then it actually sung the in the background.
I thought that was pretty cool. There's like a shout out to all the old shows, you know. Yeah, it was pretty good.
It's got a lot of references to stuff from like then to now, like how things changed.
Yeah.
You know, and it was like this. It was kind of like this culture shock thing that, you know, I thought was interesting to bring up, because that is something that's like important. Like when something comes back after so long, like it's like it's hard to maintain what it was.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And that's sort of what I forgot his name already. The son or the daughter? Sorry, Rochelle.
Yeah.
There you go. Or Rachel, whatever. Ralph. Yeah. But when he made when he made the new Fatheads, like gave it like, you know, Rocko was mad because it's not exactly the Fatheads, just because, you know, there's a kid now. And like that's basically what it's going like.
But I mean, you gotta, like, things have to change in some way. You know, like
yeah.
there's gotta be room
Everyone got to be open-minded about
Growth,
something.
yeah.
Not everything's gonna be the same forever, and that's what they tackled really good. And yeah,
And I think that's like a criticism of like cartoons in general, or like things from the old days in general when they come back. You know,
yeah,
because there still is the fact that like there are like soulless reboots. You know what I mean? Where it's like it's literally just a money grab.
yeah, they're just doing it because you're like, oh, you know what? Everyone liked it.
There like it is a real thing that where like a creator made something and they made it a long time ago and then they want to touch back with it, but they're a different person now, and that's like, you know, that's like an important thing to you know, to make people aware of, is that people change and the art that they make will change with them. You know, and I think it's more important because like it is their art. You know what I mean? So like people are gonna like claim a show, like they're like, oh, this is my favorite show for such and such reason or whatever, and like it should stay this way because I like it. But I'm like, it's not, like somebody made this, like this is their baby. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I was hoping it would be a little longer, honestly, but you know, that's just my.
Yeah, I mean, it got to its point pretty quickly, like, and it finished everything up pretty well.
Yeah, and you know, he saved the company because the whole reason they made the new
I mean,
fatheads.
he saved the company and then they blew it up. So
Yeah, everyone got rich off of it because fucking money was
incredible.
just fine. Yeah. Yeah, I recommend it to people because my thing was when I did the video before is just like if they did a Rocko's Modern Life, like if they put it on Nickelodeon, I feel like a lot of people wouldn't watch it because like the people who did watch it don't watch cartoons anymore. You know what I mean? But if they did, if they were a fan of it, you know, Netflix, it has a wider audience for people. You know, anyone can get it. You know what I mean? If they pay for the the subscription, obviously. So it's smarter that way, and it's like less money lost because they'll get money off it anyways. You know, someone will click it and watch it, whether they like it or not. You know, they'll get their money, but someone's not gonna turn the channel fucking Nickelodeon.
Most people who have Netflix now were the kids back then. You know.
Yeah.
Like
yeah.
like those people who were kids back then aren't watching Nickelodeon now.
Yeah. It's easier to turn on Netflix than it is to turn on fucking Nickelodeon. Then so it's really easier that way.
Yeah.
I'm glad they went that way with it. So.
But yeah, I really liked it, and like the fact that I didn't know it was like coming, like I'm like added a lot to it because like I had no idea that.
Speaking of not knowing it wasn't coming, this Rocko's Modern Life, the movie, was like in talks for the longest. And like,
yeah, I heard that.
And like, I know the guy I watched, his opinion of it was like they didn't know how to really make it come back. You know what I mean? Obviously he could have made something, but like, was the target audience there? Were people like, were old fans gonna like come back and watch Rocko's Modern Life, or would anyone pick it up? You know what I mean? So like, they had to tweak it a lot and work with it to make sure it was perfect, and I think it got its point across. Oh, bitch. Yeah. So.
Yeah, it did. It stayed true to itself while also like bringing in like something new,
audience,
and,
yeah.
like addressing new subjects.
I feel like what would have probably been better is that if they put Rocko's Modern Life on Netflix, and then they put the static clean, because then people would like, that's double profit. Like they'll watch all of Rocko's Modern Life if they like it, or they'll watch static clean and be like, oh, okay, dude, this is pretty cool. I wonder where it came from, and then bam, it's right there. You know what I mean?
Well, I'm pretty sure they're gonna do that, but like in reverse. Like I'm pretty sure now they see that like people like that, and they're like, okay, well, let's bring back the show. Like let's get the rights to the show, so like people can actually watch it.
Yeah, I think Rocko's Modern Life is on Verve, honestly, right now.
Yeah, it is. All those. All those types of things.
Yeah. So
there's
hopefully,
like Nick Flat or whatever.
Yeah.
And then Boomerang.
Well, hopefully, a lot of people get into it, because, like you said, it did good like this. I don't want them to make something else, because they got a story part. It got like there's nothing to come back to, You know, like if they do come back to it, it will be for a cash grab. I feel like because like
Yeah.
you know he's home now. Like he's adjusted. He got his fat heads. He got his friends, his family. You know, he's back in his life. You know, the only thing missing is
Yeah.
the owner of that Kaglama or whatever, and no one really cares about him.
Yeah, he gone. Who cares?
Yeah, who cares? So
Yeah,
yeah,
I
so
was
this,
still alive at the end of that. Why did I change characters?
bro, I fucking died. Yeah, so yeah, that's Rocko's Modern Life. Is well, what would you rate it? What would you rate it? Out of like,
It was like an 8. It was like
Yeah.
an 8 out of 10.
yeah, I give it an 8 out of 10. I'll agree with it. It was enjoyable. Like I might go back and watch it one day, but you know,
Yeah.
like
I'll definitely let my friends know that, like, oh hey, you know, new Rocko's pretty cool.
yeah. So we'll go on to the next one, Invader Zim. I'm actually, cause I felt like this was gonna be in reverse, honestly. Like I felt like Rocko's Modern Life was gonna do better than Invader Zim. I even said it in the first video I did, cause I just felt like I felt like like 90s cartoons, they always had that like secret sexual innuendo, or something, or they did something, So I felt like Rocko Modern Life, like after I watched like Static Cling, like I kind of remember some things about it. So I'm like, oh yeah, so I thought that was gonna be like, they can go a little wild now because it's Netflix, so
And they honestly didn't.
Yeah, they honestly, they really didn't. And I'm not saying Invader Zim did, but like with Invader Zim, I feel like it did more in this movie that the show has ever done. If I remember correctly, like they went all out in this movie, where like I felt really enjoyed. I enjoyed myself watching it. Like, you know what I mean? Like I remember. I kept remembering, like, did they ever do anything this crazy? Like, I mean, obviously, the whole presence of Invader Zim is like he wants to take over Earth for these people who don't really care about him.
Yeah.
And Dib is always there trying to stop him. Zim always has a plan, and then it's just foiled. That's Invader Zim in a nutshell. And it's just constantly, day by day, he's just trying to take over Earth. And in this one, he actually, finally has, like, not a plan, and just does it. But obviously, things don't turn out like it seems. But like, I feel like he went further than he ever has in an Invader Zim episode.
Yeah, absolutely. Like he's pretty dang near like actually.
Yeah, because he got me. Because I was just like,
I thought the show was gonna be over. Like I was like, oh yeah, they're never gonna make anything with Zim ever again because it's over right now. He just killed everybody.
Because would you say Invader Zim's like a cult show? Like a cult classic?
Yeah, oh yeah, absolutely.
Because there's a lot of people who are like super fans of it, right? Like I loved it, but like there's people who
it was like it had like this weird following in like 2008 and stuff. There's like all the weird like edgy teen kids. And it has like the following now that like Rick and Morty has now. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I agree with that.
Like it's popular in a sense, but it also has like a weird like sub. Like not exactly popular.
Yeah.
Kind of family. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So with Invader Zim Enter the Fortress, like I try to remember what the last episode was. I really couldn't find it. I don't even know. But like I try to make I like just like Rocko's Modern Life. I try to see was that really the ending, or like how it happened. You know what I mean? So Dib is like hella fat, and he's like waiting for Zim to come out of his house because it's been years since they've seen Zim. So he's like just staking him out. And then so he finally comes out and he's like, oh yeah, I waited so long for it to come out because, I knew you'll get fat because you're, flesh human, you're always talking shit about the humans. And he got it. And then eventually, like, he went back to go tell his people, like, finally my arch nemesis is gone. But they really didn't give a shit. They're just like, bro, we don't give a fuck about you. We're not coming. Yeah, we don't care. We're not coming back. So, he was all depressed. And Dib like was working out while Zim was depressed, and he came back and he was back to normal. And fucking Zim didn't give a shit anymore. He was just like, yeah, take me in. I don't care. Show me off. Tell him I'm an alien. Yeah, and then Dib was feeling himself. He's like, I did it. And then that's when when the whole fucking 360 happened, and like Zim helped Dib fucking take over his dad's little patch on because his dad's an inventor and he had like a new wristband, a peace band or whatever it's called.
Yeah.
And he like did an upgrade to it. So I really don't know why he needed the upgrade. I don't remember. Why do you need that upgrade for?
Because he wanted to take over the broadcast to show everyone Zim, because it was like this big world event. If I remember correctly,
Yeah.
he's like, yeah, now I can show everybody that you're here, and everybody will stop thinking I'm crazy. My dad will love me or whatever.
Yeah, so he did that, and then like when his dad was doing the patch notes, Dip turned around and he was just fucking gone. Kidnapped his dad, and he was like, "Hello, bro." I just love the voice actor for him, bro. Like even when he laughs and
Yeah,
everything,
that guy
"Hello,
sucks, man.
I am Zim." And
He's
then
also the same guy that did what, Billy, I think, from Billy and Mandy.
and the Angry Beavers as well.
Yeah, Angry Beavers. Yeah, he was.
Yeah,
I don't know, dude. Something about him. He's just like really good at what he does.
yeah, and,
It's like a stupid voice.
he took over his dad's thing and his wristbands, and he teleported Earth into like the pathway of his people, so he can show them that he took over. And and then the plot happens. And it was really good. Like it had like the graphics for the animation for it was great. I keep saying graphics. The animation for it was great. The voice acting for it was great. There was a lot of good laughs I had in it. Gurr is amazing as always.
Yeah, and it really did like an incredible job of just like, because I kept thinking, I'm like, Zen like has to have aged poorly, like it can't still hold up, because like it reminds me of like how everybody acted when it like came out, how everybody was like the randomness type humor, or like they just like scream shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so I was like, it can't hold up, like it can't still be funny, but like it was still pretty entertaining. And it did. Like, I don't know if it's just this one, like the movie, but it felt like I was just watching Jim again.
Yeah. Like it didn't feel like it was a special. It felt like it was another episode, but it just went like a further mile for it. That's how I felt. Like,
yeah, and it didn't feel like incredibly long. Like as it was. It was like an hour.
It was an hour and 15 minutes compared to Rocko's Modern Life, which was 45 minutes.
Yeah.
I honestly thought it was gonna be flipped. Like I really thought it was gonna be different, like the opposites. I just don't know why I thought that, but that's how I thought. But
yeah, and it kind of was like way more dramatic than most Invaders and stuff.
Yeah, and you know what? It did great. Like I know we just said like it didn't feel like a special or anything, but it did great for a movie. Like when you get like cartoons into movies, like there's always like that extra, oh god, like is this really gonna happen? Like I felt that, and like it really did well doing it. Like I really felt like it had like explosions, it had like the little space scene when they break into prison to free the dad, and then like just the Florpish, the black hole, like it was really cool how it was animated and everything. They just did really good. It was like a good laugh. Like the laugh, bro. Like that. Did you see that scorpion scene I told you about?
No, I freaking missed it. I was like waiting for it, and I guess I looked away.
Yeah, it was like short. It was when they were showing like he was trying to find out the weapons for phase 2, and like he brought out Gurr brought out like this waffle gun that shot like 2 waffles, and then like it fucking shot like syrup out and whatnot, and then it brought out a scorpion. He was like, I like it. Well, he didn't say it, but he was like, I like it. And then like the scorpion just fucking, oh bitch, I have my ult. And the old scorpion just came out and just fucking.
Cause there was like a scene that was like kind of similar when they were watching like the comic book movie, and like he like gets the shit beat out of him by the comic guy in the movie because it's like 3D or whatever. And I'm like, this isn't what he was talking about. And I'm like, that was the other movie. He said it was the other movie.
Yeah. From Rocko's Modern Life, right?
Yeah.
And it did, and the ending for it as well. Like it's still. Well, what do you think about the ending? Like, what did you feel about the ending for Invader Zim?
Well, I mean, it kind of just did like what like episodes in cartoons do, like all the time, where like they just reset the status quo, where everything's back to normal. Like the tallest don't really care about whatever's happening. Zim still sucks at everything, and like giving them are back to normal. The only little change that's like seemed permanent was like, oh, what did they call him?
The fish dad.
The clone.
Yeah, I don't know what it. I just thought it was. I thought it was like a fish dad. He did have a name. I feel bad for not knowing.
Because what's the dad's name?
Membrane.
Oh, they called him Clembrain or Clone Membrane.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that he was like part of the family. Yeah, that's another thing. Like they replaced the dad when they kidnapped him with that, and then eventually, it didn't want to help Zim. It didn't want to help Zim because it knew it was his family because that's what the role he was playing. So it didn't want to help. It didn't want to hurt Dib and his sister.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you know what? And then like, I feel like the ending. Like I was like, although well, because it's like Rocko's Modern Life. Because when Rocko Modern Life ending, I was like, oh yeah, well they're done. Like there's nothing else they can do. You know what I mean? And the same thing for Invader Zim. I was like, well, it's done. Like it's gonna basically be repeat of the show. He's gonna keep trying to do it. He's gonna get close to it. Dib's gonna, something's gonna go wrong. They even said in the movie, they're like, oh, I'm worried that Zim's gonna do something. Like you think Zim is the sister? Like you think Zim is gonna do something? It's the same Zim who has a plan and it always backfires. You're overthinking it, and that's what's gonna be the show after this movie. Is that Zim will come up with another plan. He will execute it, and it'll be rather go wrong or be foiled, and that's what's gonna be, the cycle for Invader Zim after this point. Like there doesn't need to be another movie. There doesn't need to be another ultimate scheme that's that has to have a movie for it like this one. And it just did well. Like if this was the end, it'll be perfect for me. Like honestly, there doesn't have to. He doesn't have to conquer the world. And the people don't need a fucking. They don't need a fucking accept him. He could just be Zim, not Zim the Conqueror or whatever he thought he wanted to be. It's just it was just a perfect ending, and I feel like that's great because like you said, a little bit if they go too far, it'll be just for a cash grab. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Like it'll just be soulless.
Yeah.
And like for this one, it was okay because like I know Johnny Vasquez like actually wanted to do this. Like he was kind of a little pumped to come back to it.
Yeah.
I know he wasn't like super hyped to be, making something for all these, like, for like all the people from Rocko's Modern Life. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Who are like oh, like we want the same thing over and over, and if it doesn't meet my expectations, then you're dead to me. And so
yeah.
Like I know he wasn't hyped for something like that, but he was like excited to like work with this character.
Yeah. Yeah, and it's like what made both good is that the directors and creators both came back for it. If they didn't, I feel like it would have went downhill for both of them.
And you know what the cool thing was for Zim specifically. It was the original creator, but there was also a lot of like new talent. That like grew up on that stuff. Like one of the names was Tyson Hess, who does like some of the Sonic comics. And he has like his own. He does like his own comic as well, I think. And he's like an incredibly talented like artist. And he does like a lot of like really cool stuff.
Oh wow, I didn't.
So he was in that too. And so like it looked a little bit new, like just a little bit, like it had like just a little bit more character, I think.
Yeah.
In the animation.
Cause like the sister really didn't have that much lines other than like, telling Debbie he's an idiot, making fun of the brother. They mentioned that too in the movie. Because she was like, I make fun of you because you're my brother and I know you can take it. Like, but she had to go all out to tell his brother, like, everything's going to be good. And it ended up being good. Like, the sister never had that much role. Like, she had the screen time, obviously, but she never had that much dialogue in any Invader Zim episode that she did in this movie. Yeah. And it shows, like, even the dad will just pop in, say something, and then just disappear back to his lab. I think there was like one episode where he had like he was in the episode the whole time. If I remember correctly, I could be wrong, but I feel like he was.
Yeah.
Like, other than Dib and Zim and Gur, those were the only people who would get the full screen time. I don't remember.
I don't remember that either. And
I
I don't
don't.
remember it having that voice, especially.
No. Yeah. I don't want to. And I don't remember the moose thing. I don't remember that.
I remember the moose thing.
I don't remember that. And then I don't remember. What else? I think that's it. I think that's all. Is there anything else? Any new things in there that I missed?
Not that I can think of.
Yeah, I think that's it.
The back. They brought the voices for the Talos back.
Yeah, I'm glad they did that.
Freaking Peakley or whatever.
Yeah, Peakley. My boy Peakley.
Yeah. And yeah, so I mean, it was just like it really like it was like simultaneously like another episode of Zim, but like a more epic.
More epic. Like it felt like a movie. I mean, obviously it was a movie, but it did enough to where it did enough as a movie, and it felt like it was an actual episode of the show.
Yeah, because like, I mean, I remember like I know a lot of movies are like needlessly theatrical, like the SpongeBob movie. Like it was like it had like this big freaking thing to it, you know, like oh he's a man now or whatever. He wants to grow up, and this and this and that, you know, and then like it, and then when you went back to the show, none of that actually mattered. And so in this one, it was simultaneously like something bigger, but also like okay enough to just go back to the show if it needed to.
Yeah. So it did well. Now, with both of those reviews, so what would you rate it? What would you rate Zim?
This one honestly like probably a 7.
Yeah,
like I just yeah, because like there was just more to the Rocko's Modern Life.
Yeah, like
the
grander, the grander the bigger message in that one, yeah.
Yeah.
I feel I'll give this one an 8 because like I feel like I said like it felt like it felt like another episode of Invader Zim, but it also felt like a movie. You know, it felt like, you know, it had the big like the scenes, it had like the animation for it. You know, it just felt like that. Like I enjoyed it more than Rocko's Modern Life. But even though, you know, I gave it both 8, like the message in Rocko's Modern Life is what made it an 8 to me. Like, you know, the anime, because everything else was the same other than like the tech stuff, you know. And like Invader Zim was still the same to me, but just like how well they did well to like bring it all into like the modern day. Like for a modern day viewer, I feel like they will like it, and then if they went back to watch the show, they'll be like, okay, it's the same thing like the movie. You know what I mean? It's like they get it.
Yeah.
So that's
because like there's a lot of Zim that is sort of timeless because it came at like this weird like turn of the century that Rocko's Modern Life didn't.
Shit!
Like, it was like right before that.
Yeah, and this came after. Yeah.
But Zim had like enough, like it was like, oh yeah, there's computers, oh yeah, there's this, oh yeah, there's that. You know what I mean? But Rocko was like right before like the big technological boom.
Yeah. So with our ratings, do you think other like old shows like I said should come back and like do a movie or a special to like give like for instance like a lot of people like I said like a lot of people want to see a Danny Phantom. Like Butch Hartman always talks about how he wants to do something Danny Phantom, not like a new show, but you know, because I don't think a new Danny Phantom show would do well unless because I feel like it'll all be rinse and repeat.
It wouldn't, because for me it would feel like what happened to Ben 10, which I didn't really like. I didn't really like what happened to Ben 10.
Yeah,
I liked Ben 10 for like a while, and then after like a long time it became
after like the fourth reboot. Yeah, the fourth reboot.
It was like really just like something else entirely. And I honestly, I don't think Danny Phantom is gonna happen because Butch Hartman kind of like went nuts, and he's like wrapped up in a lot of stuff.
Yeah, and then on top of that, he doesn't even own the rights. A lot of people don't even know he don't own the rights for Danny Phantom anymore, like Nick does.
Yeah.
And I feel like if Nick wanted to do Danny Phantom, I feel like they'll do it out Butch Hartman. I feel like they would, because like Butch kind of left, like, you know, because he told the story about how he left and why he left. It's just like, you know, he just did it. They wanted him to do his rest of the movies. They didn't want to pay him, and you know, he's all right. Well, you know, I'm leaving. And he says like he left on like good terms, but you know, I feel like Nick is like, oh, well, you left, you're not gonna do Danny Phantom. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
But you
and
know,
I mean, Danny Phantom already had like the movies that were like theatrical and like and they felt heavier. You know what I
yeah,
mean?
yeah.
And um, Fairly Odd Parents probably not. Like it already had kind of like a movie, and then like there was like those episodes they did like a while ago where they were like you found out that like it was like a three-parter or it's like a two-parter or a three-parter where it's like oh yeah he wished for time to stop or something.
Oh
You
yeah,
know?
yeah. When he went to and he was actually he made a
He was actually
wish.
like he was
Yeah,
actually like
fucking
100 years
80.
old or something.
Yeah, something. Yeah, because
Yeah.
he wished he could be a kid forever, and he made Cosmo forget the wish.
Yeah.
Yeah, that
And
was a
so
good.
like that should have been the movie. And I remember they did that live action Fairly Odd Parents movie that wasn't that great with Drake Bell.
Yeah, and fucking the girl from fucking Victorious. Yeah.
Yeah, I like her though.
Yes,
That's
Daniel,
like
Daniel
my
Mabet
girl.
or
Danielle
something like
Monet.
that. Yeah,
Monet, she's pregnant right now.
Yeah, I know, crazy.
Yeah. So I can't even really think of any shows that need to like come back.
Yeah,
Because,
like for the Danny
I'm
Phantom
thinking,
one.
I'm thinking of Nick, and I can't think of anything.
Yeah, because that was my thing. Like Disney Channel, I would say Kim Possible, but like like I said, keep it animated. You know, tell us what happened when she's an adult and has kids with Ron. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I would like to see that, like in the kids play a role. I can't think of anything else because they did everything else. They did like they did the That's So Raven thing. They did what else? They did That's So Raven. They're talking about a Lizzie McGuire reboot. They're talking about all of that and stuff like that. So I can't really think of anything. Like I was thinking with Danny Phantom, I was thinking like just like a special, but it's like an hour long. Just them as adults, I'm not talking about like a series or nothing. Just them as adults and what they're doing,
You know what I think would be a good one would be Rugrats.
Yeah, I said that too, but like, would you want them to be all
like
grown up?
But like, yeah, like actually all grown up.
Yeah, that's exactly what I said in my last video. Like, I would want them actually all grown up, not like the all grown up that kind of failed. I wouldn't want that to happen again.
I did like that show.
Yeah, like it did, but like a lot of people didn't, and that's why it didn't do as good. But like it hit its point.
Yeah, because I was like hella little when I watched actual Rugrats, and then when that show came on, I was in like middle school, high school.
Yeah, it was. I was going into it.
So like it hit different, and I was like, oh okay.
Yeah. Fuck. Yeah. So I wouldn't know what else they can do, but I feel like with this, I feel like a lot of people will come out because it did good. I mean, I don't know actually. I don't know if it did good, like money wise.
Yeah, I mean, well, they just came out, so like.
Yeah, so we'll find out.
It's tough to like actually know like monetary wise, like how well these things do. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So I don't know if they did good enough to people to come back and do it, but it was enjoyable for the most part. So. If we're feeling like this, I'm pretty sure fans, unless you didn't like the changes, like making, like I know a lot of people didn't like how Ralph became Rachel. Yeah,
they said Rachel, I think. Yeah, Rachel.
Yeah, I don't know the boy's name. That's all. I forgot the boy's name. Is it Ralph? Ralphie
yeah,
boy.
Ralph.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So I know a lot of people didn't do that. They're just like, oh wow, you guys ruined my show. I'm like, bro, you're missing the plot. The whole point of the fucking movie is like. Change is gonna happen. Like I don't know why you're upset.
Yeah, it's crazy how people are like that tone deaf to stuff like that. You know what I mean? Or like where they literally can't see that they're being criticized at the very moment.
Yeah. So yeah, those are our thoughts about the show. If you guys haven't seen it, even though you want to listen to us talk about like the endings and stuff, I feel like you guys should watch it.
Yeah, they're definitely worth a watch.
Yeah, they're worth a watch.
Only an hour and an hour, like less than an hour. Is it the Rocko's one?
45 minutes, yeah.
Yeah. So they're not like a waste of time, really, because they're not heck of long.
They're not. It'd be like
you can just sit down and watch it.
I think it'll be almost like close to 2 hours if you watch both back to back.
Yeah.
Like an hour.
Which I did.
Yeah. So yeah, let us know what you guys think. What other show would you want to see like get a little special? Do you think these did enough to do justice? Do you guys think they need to do more to actually get the point across? Which I don't think they do, obviously, but some people are different. Maybe they want more. So yeah, just let us know, and let us know if you like this cartoon talk, because I like talking about cartoons all the time. That's all I watch.
Yeah.
You know. So yeah, let us know. Thanks for watching, everybody. And I'm Ted, and that's Manuel. And we're out of this piece.
Yep. Goodbye.
Bye.